Hey, what's up, everybody? Fesby here, back from a little bit of a YouTube hiatus. Going to start a new series. This one's called the Everstone Trials, where we'll take a normal team, swap out one of the Pokemon for its baby form, kind of like it had an Everstone the whole time we built the team, and then ladder with it. And the goal will be to get top 10 on ladder, top 5, maybe even first if we're going a little crazy. So, without further ado, let's get started. We'll load up the Smogon sample team, doubles overuse kind of thing, and we'll pick a team. We'll say this team, I actually built this one with Mishi, but the Mishimono hyper offense. We see that we've got a Rillaboom, and what better Mon to start with than actually the on the first tournament I won. Fun little story, but Thwacky here, I brought to a doubles NU tournament, or Grookey, excuse me, think I do it again, thinking it was a Thwacky, and I brought it round one versus Single Thunder, I believe, and that was the tournament that I ended up winning, my first ever tournament. So I like Grookey, Thwacky, Rillaboom, whatever. I don't even know the difference between all of them. But I actually went ahead and cheated a little bit, built the team already. Grookey, Thwacky, I'm going to mess up the name all the time. I think it's Grookey. Grook has a fun little set, and hopefully that set gets to be used today. We'll see. Laddering never really goes how you expect it to, but we'll just load up a game and see what happens. We're starting all the way from the bottom. This is a brand new account. Also, shout out Inkblot for this amazing showdown background. All right, we see a Regigigas, and normally paired with Regigigas, you want something that shuts down abilities like neutralizing gas on Wheezing. We don't see that. We also see a Swoobat and a Snorlax. This screams Simple Beam on something. Something's got to have a Simple Beam. I don't really know it'll have a Simple Beam, but I think Stealth Rock, Taunt, Heatran is a great lead, although that guy's a little scary. The little mouse guy, Togedemaru. It's a little scary. But actually, Urshifu shuts that down with Surging Strikes going past Sash. So I think Shifu Heatran's a pretty safe lead. I don't know what they can do to stop that. Mew is scary. You never know what Mew's up to. But I'm just going to go on a limb here and say that the Mew is not scary for this team to face down at all. So I'm just going to start getting damage off on it. Surging Strikes. No reason to predict anything. I'll just fire off a Heat Wave. Go for damage turn one. Hope it's not like a rogue, fast, psychic, or earth power Mew. But even if it is, probably not the end of the world. And then we're really just positioning ourselves to get in the Thwack here, the Grook monster. I should have nicknamed it. Well, for next episode. Mew takes 60 from Surging Strikes. It doesn't show a Citrus. Is Heat Wave just going to kill it? No, because Heatran is weak. And it's a Wiki Berry, so it gets all the way healed up. Tailwind comes off. I'm not sure if Shedinja is the best Tailwind Mon in the game. I'm going to Surging Strikes the Mew again to knock it out. And this time I'm actually going to set up Rocks because Rocks will break the Sash on the incoming Togedemaru and make it much, much, much less of a threat. And then if Shedinja isn't Boots and it switches out in the face of Heatran and switches back in, it'll just die immediately on switch in. So I really, really like having Rocks this game. And I'm willing to forego the immediate damage on Shedinja. I guess the worst case scenario here is Shedinja fires off an ally switch, and Mew either hits Earth Power on Heatran or Psychic on Shifu. If this were a game on higher ladder, I'd be a lot more scared of that and potentially play around with it, but I'm not too worried about it right now in the 1000s. And we see Mew transform into Shedinja. Then the other Shedinja, Sword Stance. Okay, this is very interesting. I still don't know what either of these Shedinjas can do against my Heatran. So I'm just going to protect Urshifu here. It's not really doing anything. And I'm going to fire off another Heat Wave. I guess a +2 Poltergeist into Heatran could be pretty scary, but we see Shedinja go for another Sword Stance. Interesting to see that the Mew fired off the transform before the Sword Stance, so it can't copy the boosts. But now both Shedinjas are going to die to another Heat Wave. I do think I want to preserve the Urshifu. I don't want to risk it going down, and it's also very dead weight here. And I'm slightly worried that a +3 Shedinja can kill a Heatran, but I'm too lazy to calc it, that's for sure. Tailwind expires after this turn ends, and I have at least another Mon that can touch Shedinja, so I'm actually going to take this turn to get in the Grook and just fire off another Heat Wave and see if Heatran's able to pick up a double KO this turn. We see X Scissor come out. Oh, I'm sorry. Grook didn't get to show off much this game. That's all right. We see the double X Scissor come out. Probably a double target into the Shifu, because I can't imagine never target a Heatran to the next Scissor. I'm sorry, little monkey dude. You'll come out next game. Okay, what could they switch into that I'm scared of? Probably the Regigigas is the scariest thing, but Urshifu can just pop that. So although Swoobat does come out, and Swoobat does threaten the Urshifu, but if Swoobat attacks the Urshifu, then Regigigas is still slow started, and that doesn't help you very much, and I can switch in Scarf Genesect next turn. So I think this is a pretty safe Heat Wave from Heatran in close combat from Urshifu. I'm not making any predictions. The easiest way to lose on low ladder is to try to get in your opponent's head and predict what they're going to do. Yeah, exactly. There's a simple beam. The close combat comes out anyways from Urshifu. Got a crit. Crit did not matter. This is a Life Orb Urshifu. And I don't know what QWQ means. Is that supposed to be a face? I don't really know. But anyways, Moon Bunny ain't too happy right now. I'm going to start searching for a second game just to make sure we don't have too long of a wait between. And this is where you see the rocks that we set up earlier in the game coming in handy. Togedemaru is known for running Sturdy with Endeavor and a Shell Bell, Shell Bell to heal back up to full. And it relies on always being at full health to survive hits. But because we have chipped it with Stealth Rocks, a single hit will kill it. We have Surging Strikes from Urshifu. And then, honestly, I'd rather guarantee that I don't miss, so I'm actually going to Earth Power the Togedemaru rather than going for the Heat Wave. And between these two, this is a guaranteed KO. If Togedemaru fakes one out, the other will kill it. If Togedemaru protects, then Urshifu will hit through it. So I'm guaranteed that at the end of this turn, Snorlax is the only Mon left on the field, and I feel pretty confident that I can win a 4 or 5 versus 1 against Snorlax. And we actually do see the opponent disconnect. They're probably not coming back. We can treat that as a good game. All right. Game 2, we see another level 1 Sturdy Endeavormon in Aeron, which is a little bit less of a threat than Togedemaru because Aeron does not learn Fake Out. And another Shinja. Interesting. We see what looks like a Rain team with Ludicolo and Regieleki, but no Rain Setter. I'm wondering if this is Rain Dance on the Dragon Slug. Anyways, I think, how do we want to lead this again? I really like Heatran as a lead. It matches up positively into Shedinja. It can set up rocks to break the sash of the level 1 thing. Heatran doesn't have Protect, which is a little bit unfortunate in the face of Regieleki or Ludicolo or even Dragon Slug. So I got to watch out for all of those. The best matchup into those is probably a Zygarde. So I think Zygarde Heatran's a pretty solid lead here. And we do see the Baby Mon things come out first. I don't know what my opponent's going to do into a Heat Wave and 1,000 Arrows. Aeron is a big threat only if it survives 2 attacks. I guess it could be Berry Juice instead of Shell Bell and then get an Endeavor off. But either way, I think my best bet is to just start getting damage off. And actually, 1,000 Waves is a better play because we're not hitting Shedinja anyways, and nothing on their team is in the air. So I'm going to 1,000 Waves, bring Aeron hopefully down to its Sturdy without there being a Berry Juice. No Berry Juice. And we see Heat Wave miss the Aeron. That is very, very, very unfortunate. They're going to get a free Endeavor off, heal all the way back up. Interestingly enough, they chose to Wisp my Heatran, maybe predicting a switch in or just not understanding game mechanics. Also, I'm sorry, we got to switch back to this one here because Snorlax is back. We'll just finish that off real quick. We're in a bit of a rough spot here. Heatran doesn't have Protect. Shedinja can Shadow Sneak the Zygarde for the kill, and then Aeron can Endeavor the Heatran. And there's not much that I can do about that, actually. In retrospect, it's probably a lot better to just Earth Power the Aeron and guarantee I get the kill. but I don't know. Sometimes it's just tempting to go to Heat Wave. I guess I did break Shedinja's Sash, which is valuable. So if they sneak Zygarde, I Heat Wave. I bring Aeron down to Sash. They Endeavor me again. I do get the kill off on Shedinja, and that might be worth it. And I do... Ooh, the Grookey tech can come out. So I'm actually going to be okay with Heatran going down to 1 HP. I'm going to fire off a Heat Wave, and I'm going to bring the Grook in. And Grookey is in, baby. I see Shedinja's dead. Aaron, a burn would be huge. No burn. Endeavor, Heatran's back to 1%. And they are back to full health with Aaron. This is a rough matchup. This is actually quite losable. Anyways, Regieleki comes out. Got to imagine that this is an electric type attack into the Heatran slot. There's not much I can do about that. I'll actually switch in Zygarde just in case. It's very plausible they go for an electric type attack, and you know one of them is going to die. So I might as well just go for the ground, the immunity. And here is where the Grookey set is sick. We actually have Fling, King's Rock, so I can Foo and Fake Out, and all of these are good into Aeron. What is the difference between them? Let's see here. Probably no reason to reveal Knockoff or Fling yet. And now that I think of it, Regieleki might be able to do a lot of damage to the Grook. So maybe I stay in with Tran. I think I actually stay in with Tran, try to fire off an attack, figure out the Aeron. Tran will probably go down, and if it goes down, I can bring in Zygarde next turn. Yeah, there's the Thunderbolt. That's fine. I didn't want to risk too much damage onto the Grookey. And now this should be a very, very free Zygarde coming in. Click 1,000 Waves, and then just in case the Alecki tries to go for something fancy like a Swift or a Hyper Beam or something, I'm going to Grassy Glide the Aeron so that it can't Endeavor me and heal all the way back up, because that thing is a threat. Thunderbolt goes off into Zygarde. I'm getting more and more convinced that my opponent does not know what immunities mean, but anyways, I appreciate them playing this match against me. And Grookey is actually putting in work. You know, this Grookey set is, if you haven't seen it now, is Fling King's Rock with Grassy Glide. So we can go for flinches and all sorts of fun stuff. Zygarde and Grookey are pretty useless in the rest of this matchup. So I'm just going to go for a Glide onto the Ludicolo, get some chip off. 38, that's actually a lot of damage. And my Zygarde outspeeds both Mons, which is very nice. Although I guess that's expected because they're both slower. Anyways, that's great. And we do see Goodra set up the manual Rain Dance like we guessed. But if we do our damage calcs correctly, Grookey did 38 to Ludicolo. We can kill it this next turn with Grassy Glide. And we can lock down the Goodra slot with... what's the best way to lock this down? Probably Urshifu, I think. So this should be a pretty free close combat into the Goodra slot. Grassy Glide into Ludicolo. This could go wrong if Ludicolo switches into Incineroar, Goodra survives the attack and somehow fires off a big attack back, but no, we're just going to see Grassy Glide clean up the Ludicolo, and then close combat clean up the Goodra. All right, let's see if we can find 1 or 2 more games, and we see an evolution team. This looks pretty fun. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Which one am I? Oh, the game's not over yet. Right. Hello there. Oh, hello there. Gotcha. I'm slow. Don't worry about me. We'll knock you off. And you're dead. Okay. Hello there. Hi. Good luck. Have fun. Okay. I'm guessing Endeavor Grookey. No. It is not Endeavor Grookey. Anyways, evolution team, how do I win? Oh, Tailwind into 1,000 arrows is or 1,000 waves is pretty free here. How could that go wrong? We outspeed everything except for Jolteon. Jolteon's not doing anything. I think that's the way to go. Okay, well, Leafeon's a little bit annoying. We don't need to set a Tailwind yet, so I think there's no reason to predict. Just Sludge Bomb what's in front of us, and 1,000 waves prevent a switch out. I don't know what this could be. Sunny Day, Umbreon. Could be Yawn on Umbreon. But no, we just see Sludge Bomb pick up the KO. We get a speed boost, and then 1,000 Waves is a 2-hit KO on Umbreon. It is Sunny Day. Oh, that's pretty cool. Too bad your thing is dead. Sorry about that. I'm expecting Naganadel to go down, but I think that's worth it for the Tailwind, and then Thousand Waves is going to do tons of damage. So I think we just go full balls to the wall hyper offense. Oh, we got a low roll on Umbreon. That's all right. Yep, Psychic kills us, that we expect. Oh, and the Moonlight heals extra health. That's pretty darn cool. Too bad Urshifu is going to be a clean win from here. So, anyways, I'm going to load up a fourth game. This is going to be a quick one. Evolutions are pretty fun, but unfortunately they are not the strongest. Guess my favorite evolution, Vaporeon. It's, oh, you didn't want it to get hurt, so you left it on the bench. Okay, this is a more real team at the very end. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, just kind of speed running through the rest of this game. You know what? No, we're going to bring in the Grook. Grook's going to do something here. This is a more real battle. We see a Landorus, we see a Genesect, we see an Amoonguss. This is very much a real battle. I love Heatran here for super effective damage into both of these two, for a taunt into the Amoonguss. It walls Gardevoir. It probably walls the Dragon Tower thing. And Stealth Rocks are always good. So I think Heatran is a... Ooh, I don't know if I want to lead Heatran. I probably want to lead Heatran. And then Genesect for immediate pressure on the Landorus. Sorry, as I bounce back and forth here. I'm going to glide the Jolteon to break the balloon and then Thousand Waves it. Look at Grookey putting in work. Way to go, Grook. Okay, GG. Last battle, we see their own Genesect and Morpeko. Does Morpeko learn Fake Out? Piko Fake Out? Is that how you do it? Can learn Fake Out. So what they could do is fake out my Heatran and then go for a cheeky like Scarf Flamethrower or something. But I'm max speed and Flamethrower. Do I need Genesect in this battle? Yes, I do. Do I care? No. I'm just gonna Heat Wave and U-turn the Morpeko. I don't give a frick. Boom, U-turn. Yeah, I'm faster. What's the Genesect gonna do? That's a great question. I don't know. It's probably not gonna Ice Beam the Genesect, right? I think Naganadel is a good switch in. Get a Tailwind up. Let's see. Yeah, Flamethrower. All right. Well, if I want a speed tie, thank you. If I didn't, then I don't know what to say. But we take those. Question is always Rocks or Heat Wave here, right? Their Scarf locked into Flamethrower, we would assume. It's pretty likely that they're locked in. I think Naganadel goes for a Tailwind here. I think a Tailwind would be super useful. And then a Heat Wave. I don't think there's any reason to predict. Just attack what's in front of you. Yeah, exactly. There's a Heat Wave. We miss some more Pico, but we get the one shot on Genesect. That's fine by me. And our opponent forfeits. No, we need a good battle, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to search for another. I know I keep saying it's the last one, but can't stop, won't stop, I guess. And this is Mono Fairy against a Naganadel, although Klefki could be pretty scary. All right, I'm going to leave my Genesect in the back. I'm going to go Naga Heatran again. That seemed to work out pretty well last game. Naga Heatran into Primarina. That's not very good. We need our Heatran in this battle for the Bulu and for the Scizor. So I'm going to get damage off from Primarina because I'm kind of afraid of it. And we're going to go Grook here. I think Grook is hopefully going to be able to pick up a KO with Grassy Glide next turn after the Sludge Bomb this turn. Yeah, Light Screen is making Primarina survive. Hyper Voice resisted by both, not a big deal. I think a Grassy Glide even through Reflect will beat the Primarina. So I'm going to bank on that, and I'm actually going to bring Heatran back in. No, that's a bad move. I'm not going to bring Heatran back in. I'm going to bring Zygarde in, and I'm going to glide the Primarina and hope that this is enough through Reflect. Smarter move, probably clicking Fake Out, but we've never prided ourselves on our smartness. It is Calm Mind Klefki. That is very interesting. Calm Mind to Light Screen. Is it Reflect? Is it Draining Kiss? What is it? I don't really know. I think Thousand Waves is very safe here, though. I think it's safe. And the question is what to do with the Grook. Do I knock off the Scizor? Do I fling the Scizor? Am I faster than Scizor? I don't know. Am I going to fling anything else this battle? I could fling the Aromatisse to stop Trick Room. That would be pretty lit. Or what is Aromatisse's ability? Aromatisse. Aroma Veil. That doesn't block you from fling. All right. Now that I think of it, this is probably a pretty safe switch into Heatran, so we'll just go Tran. Unless the Scizor somehow predicts and goes for his superpower. Oh, it is Screens Klefki. Okay. Well, that took a lot of damage. And now we are in lovely shape. We have trapped both in, and with the 1,000 waves, Klefki dies to another. It can't try to go for T-Wave something onto Zygarde. That would be whack anyways with Calm Mind. It's probably an attack as its last move. And if we don't miss with Tran, we're max speed, so we guarantee outspeed the Scizor, and Heat Wave will be enough to one-shot it. So we should get a double KO here, assuming that Heat Wave connects. Yes, boom, done, very good. Cool, we're in great shape now. We have, they have screens up, which is obviously not ideal, but they have no way of resetting screens. The Primarina is already chipped, and it is a 6v4. They could get a Trick Room up here. That's a little scary. Zygarde isn't doing much right now, but Zygarde, to be honest, isn't doing much in the rest of this matchup total. Although I guess it could hit some Mons for pretty hard. But I really don't want to switch into anything. Are they protected against Taunt? Attract, Disable, Encore, Taunt. Yes, they are protected from Taunt. I'm just going to keep attacking here. I don't see any reason to switch, any reason to predict. Just get damage off, stall out turns of Reflect and Light Screen. And trap stuff in. Well, we missed Heat Wave on the Aromatisse, but we hit on the super effective one. Leech Seed comes out onto the Tran, and we do see a Trick Room come up. This is getting a little scary here, fellas. I'm not going to lie. Good news is, Genesect kind of walls Tapu Bulu and Aromatisse. I don't want to risk Heatran going down here, and I don't want to give Bulu even more recovery. So I'm actually going to 1,000 Waves. And I am going to, is that the right call? I don't think that's the right call. I'm going to switch in the Genesect, and I want to preserve Naganadel. You know what? We'll get the Grook in here. We'll get the Grook. See what Grook can do. We can at least fake out and stall out a turn of Trick Room, and then Genesect can threaten everything with Iron Head. Psychic, oh, boom, eaten up alive. Okay, Bulu, not really a threat. Aromatisse, kind of a threat if it sets up another Trick Room. I'm going to double into it with Fake Out and Iron Head and just get that thing down. I don't care if Bulu heals itself into Oblivion. That's fine by me. I just want to knock out the Aromatisse, get rid of their speed control, and then win the game from there. Oh, they brought in a Primarina in the face of Big Bad Grook. That's a mistake. Going to keep locking down the Aromatisse slot with Iron Head, and we are going to gun for a Grassy Glide kill through Reflect at 53%. I don't know if Groot can do it. We're not really invested in attack. But let's see. Not even close. Grassy Glide heals Primarina. Oh, well, Groot, you did your best, buddy. Oh, man. And oh my god, everything says a berry. That's fine. Reflect's going to end at some point. We're going to just double into the Aromatisse, I think, to try to get it weak. No, what did they have? Agluv Berry? Yeah, we'll just double into the Aromatisse here. No, you know what? No, the chip on the chip on the Primarina will be kind of nice. Yeah, boom. You can't get a Sap Sipper boost on me. 40% on Primarina. Boom. Hyper Voice eaten like a snack. Well, Genesect's gonna die, but anyways, eaten like a snack by the Grook. And now I think Naganadel gets to come in for pretty free. That's not free, actually. Do we think Grook is faster than Primarina? You know what? Yes, it is. We're going to Draco the Gudra. It's going to kill because we're Life Orb. And then we're going to have the easiest fling flinch onto Primarina of our entire life. This has got to be a slow Primarina on a Trick Room team, right? There's no way it's faster than 186 Grookey. All right, Draco missed. That's a good start. Infestation kills the Grookey, and Psychic kills the Naganadel. Oh, man. We got to focus up here a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. We are losing this one. Okay. Heatran can clean up versus the Bulu and the Aromatisse, so we're going to bring in Shifu and Zygarde. Does 1,000 Waves into Life Orb strikes even kill Primarina? I think we have to hope that it does. Or do we go for the kill on the Gudra and hope that Primarina... No, because Primarina's going to nuke something. Gudra might not. We got to double up into Primarina. All right, come on, kill it. 1, 15%. 2, another 15%. 39. Can Zygarde do it? Yes, it can. Boom. Gudra's going to miss Draco onto the Zygarde. Or it's going to sub. Honestly, that's fine by me. I don't care about that. How much did 1,000 Waves do? 39. Ooh, it's just out of range. Ooh, it's just out of range. That's okay. If I get it weak, then Heatran just sweeps. Right? If I get it weak, Heatran should sweep. Yeah. I think it's worth it for me to just double up, or do I protect the Shifu and save it? I'm going to protect the Shifu and save it and just break this Gudra sub. Boom. Shifu saved. Toxic. Okay. Interesting. Do we nuke the Gudra here? If we nuke the Gudra here, they kill Urshifu. No, I don't think that's good. I want to preserve Shifu. I'm going to go Tran because I'm a madman. I'm going to 1,000 Waves again. I'm going to switch in my Wing Con in the face of a Mon that knows close combat. Gudra, chunked. Bulu, chunked. Toxic, hit. Horn Leech, don't give a frick. All right. This is actually looking winnable. We're going to 1,000 Waves, clean up the Gudra, and Heat Wave is not going to miss this time. Heatran, come on, buddy. Not going to miss this time. And then that should be a Dubski. Gudra, dead. Bulu, hit, dead. Boom. Heatran, alive. Zygarde, alive. Shifu in the back, alive. Aromatisse, 46%. Boom. All right. Well, that was the first episode of the Everstone Trials. I wish that Grookey got a little bit more time to shine, but it had its moments. It did a little bit of damage with Grassy Glide. We went 5-0. That's kind of fun. It's on low ladder. Nothing to write home about. Although this game ended up being a lot closer than it could have been because of that Draco miss on the Gudra into Infestation hit on the Thwack, into Psychic kill on the Naganadel. But anyways, I had fun. Hope you guys had fun. I'm hoping that you can provide team suggestions in the comments for me to go and add an Everstone Mon to next week. So please do comment with just standard teams, whatever teams you've been using, with something that I'm able to wind back the clock on and make it a first evolution. Cool. Thank you all, and I'll see you next week.